Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Really happy to have you here. We're going to take a look at the monthly astrology planner for you for the month of March 2022. It is the moon astrology that I used to do weekly. All 4 weeks will be in here. They will be time stamped. So please hit the thumbs up. I always appreciate that. And you might want to leave me a comment so that you can earn an opportunity for a free reading. I'm doing those. The description box below will have all the details, but it does require your participation with a comment or an emoji or something. So here we go. We start off this week. This is the week of March 28th through the 6th. The moon is in Aquarius as we walk into the week. The moon is going to be conjunct Mercury, which rules your sign, in the evening, and then conjunct Saturn. So these two working together is really about problem solving. Apparently for you, this is definitely more, it feels like it's supposed to be collaborative, but it feels more and more like, is this collaboration with spirit? So, ideas that come to you, information that comes to you, write them down. It is a very creative problem-solving energy. We have power, strength, and force of expansion. We have information, secrets, body language, and senses. And so this is like really paying attention to all the information that's coming to you and how can you best apply it to problem solve, to create something new, to manifest what it is that you'd like to do. With the energy of the moon still in Aquarius, we get to Fat Tuesday. So Fat Tuesday with moon Aquarius, not so bad. But by 3:53 in the afternoon, the moon moves into Pisces, which wants to be very expansive. And so I would say be aware of wanting to overindulge on Fat Tuesday if that is not something that you're really wanting to take a risk on. Just heads up on that. So moon in Pisces, we get a full moon. I'm sorry, we get a new moon in Pisces that comes in on Tuesday. It is at 12 degrees and 7 minutes. It happens of Pisces. It happens at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. It is a Cassini new moon. So a Cassini new moon means that it is a half hour before, a half hour afterwards, has a lot of energy and strength around it to manifest, to create. It's very potent energy. It's very potent energy. Plus that moon right after the new moon, it's going to conjunct with Jupiter that wants to expand. Again, the expansive energy, which is why you got to watch out for Fat Tuesday. So that expansive energy that comes in with that. But right before the new moon, at 11:33 a.m., and those threes are that energy of the creation energy, the Empress energy, the manifesting energy, and it is 11 is that spiritual gateway number, right? And so at that time, Mercury, which rules your sign, conjuncts with Saturn. So this is an opportunity to create a structure around what it is that you truly want to manifest and create. Meanwhile, Venus will be out of her shadow and she will be moving forward. She's going to conjunct on Thursday with Pluto for the last time, having that conversation, finishing up, wrapping up that conversation that they've been having for the last 4 months about what it is that you want to change, manifest, create in your life. And so planting your seeds of intention with very clear focus of intention, which it's hard to do when it's Pisces. So there's a need to really hone it in exactly what it is you're trying to create and manifest. Plant those seeds of intention will give you quite a leg up. We've got Mars also going to conjunct with Pluto, and Mars conjuncting with Pluto wants to take the action. So they're having this big conversation. And it's really important. By the end of the week, they are going to be moving into Aquarian energy, which is going to trine, it's going to be where Mercury is. They'll spend a couple days in the same sign together. They're going to have that conversation with Saturn. So there's this energy around what it is you truly want to manifest and how can you get this done. And so the energy of the moon in Pisces for you is you have chance. Take a chance on something. you don't know what's going to happen. I feel like there's something, when you have to know all the details, it makes it hard, right? But the nice thing about your energy, Gemini, is you're like, I'm curious. I'll check that out. I think that's what ends up being really works for you. So take a chance on something. But I want to say, don't just dip your toe in, but walk out and wade in a little deeper because you have perseverance. Stay the course and the ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. So take a chance on something, I think, and then commit to it and go all in. Like, really seek, I don't know if you could read those, really seek the opportunity. If there's something that's really interesting for you, take the risk, go for it. There's a lot of energy. That moon's going to conjunct Neptune that wants to expand things, it's going to conjunct the sun. There's like all this energy. There's so much opportunity for expansion and growth and to really create something magical this week, especially in the early part of the week if you just set your intention for it. So the new moon, you have breathe, calm, rest, stop, and just be. So, and you have the Peony, which is health. Focus on the parts that need to be made whole. So I feel like maybe things have been a little stressful. Things might have been a little stressful. So allow the soothing waters. New moons always kind of make us want to rest a little more. Rest. Don't push really hard these couple of days. Allow yourself to rest, to regroup, but to figure out what it is you want and then be willing to go for it. So I think that's really going to benefit you. The moon's going to move into Aries at 7:52 p.m. on Thursday. This is energy that sextiles Gemini, and so this is energy where you're going to start to sort out what your choices are and what it is you want to do. If you are passionate about something, allow that to rise to the top. That's where you want to jump in on it. You can really get some stuff done with this passionate energy of the moon in Aries. And look, you have focus. You have focus. So again, take that breather, take that rest, but in order to manifest, don't allow the energy of the water to disperse don't allow it to disperse your focus. Like it's like almost like laser focuses, so it's really going to be needed. All my thoughts are directed toward my highest good. There is a star there, so it has that star energy, but it feels like a laser beam that needs to be focused on what you want and to allow your passion for this idea. And so go all in. Don't get distracted. This is one time when you really want to, whatever this thing is that you're interested in, that you're passionate, go ahead and go all the way on in for this. So that energy of the moon in Aries, though, sets up for kind of a nice romantic weekend. So we've got, it sextiles with Venus and Mars when they move into, well, it might be a little past sextile, but it'll support that energy anyways. Venus and Mars will enter into Aquarius within 7 minutes of each other at Saturday morning, 1:23 and 1:30 a.m. They are in exact conjunction at 2:12 a.m. on Sunday. The moon moves into Taurus at 3 o'clock in the morning. So you may wake up thinking, hey, I just kind of want to hang out in bed with my significant other and have a romantic start to the day. And I say, follow your instincts. So really good energy to set that up for you. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, and we'll take a look at the moon in Taurus when we get to the next week here, so that we know what's happening here. So let's take a look. March 7th through the 13th, the moon is in Taurus. This is some sweet energy this week, and I really want to encourage you to enjoy it because it doesn't last very long. It is this week, this week only. The rest of the month is kind of tough. So you have in the hand, the universe is your partner. So really connecting in, and you have the dragon's horde protecting the future. There's something that is happening with you where you're feeling a little bit like, I don't like the future seems uncertain, right? The future seems uncertain about something, but you feel when you have the dragons and the universe has got you in the palm of your hand, that is a lot of protection. You are very protected through this process, but you need to focus on what is for the best and the highest good of all. So there's a need not to get into the lower vibrational energies of jealousy, anger, animosity, vindictiveness. Like stay in the higher vibe. With the moon in Taurus and the north node is there, you definitely want to be aspiring toward the highest good of all and releasing the lower energies in Scorpio. South node is in Scorpio. And so that energy of just letting go things, it feels very emotional. Letting go of the emotional energy that is not serving you, so that and trusting. There's a need to really trust in the universe at this time, in some manner that matter that you feel you have no control over, and you don't. The universe is driving the bus on whatever this is that's going on right here. We've got the moon. It's going to be in that energy of choice with Jupiter and the Sun and Pluto. It's going to conjunct the North Node. It's going to square off with Saturn right before it squares off with Mercury, and then it's going to trine Pluto. And so there is a lot of energy about what is the structure and what is the change. But these are the Lord of Karma, Saturn, is going to be squaring the moon. And so you're going to have to trust that things are being shifted and put into place, that things are happening for you and not against you. But I will say we have some really great energy on Tuesday for networking, for getting business done, doing marketing, connecting with people verbally, because the moon's going to move into your sign at 1:40 in the afternoon, and it's going to trine. It's going to trine with Venus and that wants to take action, and Mars, which is with Mars that wants to take action, and Venus that wants you to follow what is your desire, what is of value to you, what matters to you, and really step into your self-worth and your self-esteem. And this is at the last degrees that Mercury is right there in Aquarius. And so it's energetically in a trine, even though it won't be, the moon moves quickly, but I don't know if it moves fast enough to come into exact trine, because we have Mercury moving into Pisces at 8:32 p.m. in the evening. So it's going to kind of miss that energy, but it's going to feel the energetic waves of it. So networking and expanding business opportunities, really, really great on Tuesday. Wednesday, you really want to, once Mercury gets into Venus, be careful about becoming too dispersed in your thinking, but at the same time, your inner voice, your ability to manifest the magic that comes from within, that's going to be amplified. And so really use that energy, because Mercury in Pisces is going to eventually, it's going to take a little bit, but it's going to end up conjuncting with Jupiter that wants to expand, and Neptune, which is limitless. And so there's this opportunity coming your way. So really focusing in again on where it is that you are and what it is that you want to do and how do you want to get there becomes really important. So I forgot to pull a card. I'm going to do that right now for that moon back when it was in your sign, Gemini. And then we're going to take a look at, we're still there. Moon in Gemini is also going to trine Saturn. And Saturn, again, wants to create the plan. It's going to square Neptune. So this is when it's squaring Neptune. This is, again, about bringing the focus in, because Neptune wants to expand forever. Saturn says there's boundaries, right? So it's in flow with the boundaries and creating safe, healthy boundaries for you, so you can focus on the practical problem solving. It says, step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice, the canary. So this moon in Gemini, when it's so great for networking and for asking for what you want, marketing, asking for what you want. Marketing isn't always business, right? Sometimes we market ourselves in a relationship. We market ourselves when we ask for what you want. What is the worst thing that happens? Somebody says no. Okay, well, you weren't going to get it anyways if you didn't ask. So you're no worse off. You're never any worse off for asking. But you can sometimes really improve your life by doing that. So really good business energy Monday through Thursday. Friday gets a little bit more difficult because the moon's going to move into Cancer, but at the same time, it's going to trine Mercury in Pisces, and so your intuition should be heightened. And so moving things into balance and using your intuition, you could probably make some really good moves, but it'll feel softer, not so aggressive, and that could really be beneficial to you. So, oh, this is so lovely. Okay, so you have, I wrote on here, inner work on bringing the divine masculine and feminine energies into balance. So that is about, what it is that you want to create and nurturing yourself and others to bring that into harmony and into balance is really the energy of the weekend for you. And you have friendship. Make a date for play with one or more friends. So this is a weekend to have some fun. Saturday, that moon's going to trine Jupiter and the sun and Neptune, and it really has some lazy, I'm not very motivated energy. So use that by going and having some fun with your friends instead. Don't lay around being a couch potato. Go make some plans to go do something, but nothing, but something easy and soft and not requiring a lot of energy, because I don't really know how much energy people are going to have that day. So, and you might as well take it easy because you're going to want to go to bed early. We are moving into daylight savings time, so don't forget to spring forward, move your clock's head 1 hour. I'm excited about that. My car clock will finally be right. I prefer the daylight at the end of the day, and so I refuse to change my clock. I can't do that in the rest of my life, but I do it there. All right. So, oh, look, you are so totally supposed to be having friends this weekend. The moon moves into Leo at 3:32 in the afternoon, and I really want to encourage you. You've had a nice lazy weekend, but you want to be organized before you move into next week, because next week is really difficult. So, have fun, yes, but don't, after when that moon moves into Leo, as you're winding down for evening, like 5 o'clock-ish or something like that, if you have to pack a lunch for the next day or whatever it is, get yourself organized, because you're going to hit the road running hard. So, but friends came up again. I just want to say, so you have the friendship for the weekend. We're going to get into the rest of what the Leo cards have to say when we look at the next week. And so that'll be March 14th through the 20th. And let's take a look at that right now, March 14th through the 20th. So we have here the lucky clover dragon and the corn dragon. So this is a week. Oh my gosh, this is a week where there's a lot of pressure cooker energy happening. This is some really difficult energy that is going on Monday and Tuesday with that moon in Leo, and yet you have luck and you have friends. So really lean into the friendships that you have. Ask for the help that you need, but be aware of what's going on. So we have the moon. The moon is going to be opposing Venus and Mars over here. But it's a T-square because the outlet point is Uranus in Taurus. What's really nice about this is that moon. I know why you guys don't have such bad energy. Okay, that moon is in a sextile energy, that's supportive energy of your sign. You've got Venus and Mars in trine because they're in it's in Leo. I think it's at Aries, but still very supportive energy. You've got in trine, that's a very nice flow of energy with Venus and Mars, and with Taurus right next to you, it doesn't impact you. So I actually think that works out pretty good for you overall. The only problem is that it's what's going on in Pisces, which squares your energy, and so the moon will be a little irritated by that on Tuesday. So that is just something to watch out for. I think Monday goes pretty good. There's a lot of power struggles that'll be going on, so try to stay out of the fray. But I think you get lucky. I think you get lucky when the rest of the world's going nuts. I think you do all right. There's a lot of frustration energy around a plan not coming together when that moon opposes Saturn. So I do think that people are going to be a little frustrated about that. You may not be able to escape the frustration, but I think you escaped the explosion. So good on you. Good on you. All right, so let's take a look at when that moon moves into Virgo at 12:59 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S. Again, there's a calculator for the time in the description box below. I really want to encourage that. And just a reminder, because I don't remember if I said that, but if you comment on this video, it puts you in the drawing for the equinox, and we have the equinox coming up at the end of this week. It puts you in a drawing to get a reading for the next 6 months. So here we go. I wrote, feels like a struggle to make a plan continue to come together, and there's a lot of reasons for that. So Mercury rules your sign and also rules Virgo, though. In your sign, it's about making you curious about things, and in Virgo, it's about creating a plan. And so the moon is opposing. So the moon wants to make a plan. Mercury is in scattered energy of Pisces. I think the problem is going to be focusing in and bringing your energy in, and again, pinpointing in it and keeping it focused. I really think focus is going to be a thing that's going to be a important factor for this entire month for you, is pulling that energy in. But that moon is going to sextile with Saturn. I think it feels like I really want to make a plan to expand something. How do I do that? And there's all this tension that builds up right before that full moon, which we're having on Friday morning. And so take a deep breath and relax. You look at this. You guys seem like you're going to get through all this much better than a lot of other signs. You've got the spirit is about. You've got growth and abundance, and there's a hidden gift. And the hidden gift is represented by a rainbow. You don't get a rainbow without a storm. So struggle, yes, possible tower moments, but I just really want you to understand that things aren't happening to you, they're happening for you. And things that don't seem to be falling in place, it's because they're not really for your best and highest good. It may not feel like that in the moment. And I really want to encourage you to wait it out. And by wait it out, I don't mean till tomorrow. And I know, Gemini, that's hard, right? It's like, I want to now. I want to know now. Things are on a cycle right now that feels like it is being divinely guided, and there's this big hand turning the wheel of fate, and the wheel of fate never turns as quickly as we'd like it to when we're on the upswing, and then we get up to the top and all of a sudden, right? So have patience with the process. Everything moves in cycles. You have the sun. Oh my God, you guys, look. Okay, seriously, you guys are doing great. You may not feel like it. Trust the process. You have the sun. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune, perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. You have luck on your side and you have a rainbow. You have luck on your side and you have a rainbow. And then you have the dragonfly. You bring light to this world. So whatever you're going through, whatever difficulties, whatever feels like it's just not working the way you would like it to, the universe is your partner. And your future is being protected by the dragons. You gotta trust this. This requires, it feels like an exercise in trust and an exercise in hope. Because keeping your energy in the hopes instead of so the more optimistic you are, the higher your vibration is and the sooner things are drawn and attracted to you that you're trying to bring in. So that full moon happens on Friday morning at 27 degrees and 40 minutes of Virgo. So it is in trine with the North Node in Taurus. And it is in sextile with the South Node in Scorpio. This is the more you're willing to focus on where it is you want to go and what it is you're willing to release in order to create the balance in your life to get to where you want to go. That's how you win this. That is how you're going to win this. I think it feels much better after we hit that full moon. It's like a big, deep breath of air comes through. And then the moon is going to move at 7:26 a.m. on Friday into your sign. So full moon's at 3:18 in the morning. 4 hours later, moon moves into Libra. Did I say your sign? In trine with your sign. So this is a nice, easy flow of energies, and the answers start coming in. I think it's going to require some balance in order to balance the energy of the masculine and the feminine, but they're up there in trine, right? In Aquarius. So you've got the masculine and the feminine, Mars and Venus, hanging out with Saturn, trying to create a structure and a plan in Aquarius while the moon is in Libra. This is all trining your sign, Gemini. That's a lot of support, and you have love. So love is a verb. So make the most of it. So make it your most treasured action, Rodendite. So the more you focus on choosing love in your actions, the more you're going to draw and attract the good stuff to you. Again, that south node in Scorpio at that full moon, that's a choice to release and let go of anger, resentment, bitterness, vindictiveness. If you can let that stuff go and instead love yourself and love others, even if they're crapping all over you, that doesn't mean you have to put up with it, but you can love the fact that they are humans, they're divine beings having a human experience in which they do things where they crap all over people, and they're going to have to figure it out. You figure it out by going, oh yeah, I probably did that to them in another lifetime. And it's kind of like accepting your lumps, but creating healthy boundaries, like learning from it. Like, okay, so I'm not doing that again. And I'm not going to get down in the gutter with them. I'm going to take the high road. Because right now, you are being very guided and protected in this process. It's a lot of trust. It's a lot of trust. But that moon in Libra opens the doors for a lot of problem solving. A lot of ability to create stuff. You've got Venus squaring off with Uranus. There's a lot of pressure to make changes. And then we get to the equinox on Sunday. So the equinox is at 11:33 a.m. That is the portal number, 11, right? And 33, that is about creation. So it's a doorway, and it's the spring into growth, right? 33, that's the Empress. That's the energy of growth and change. And so that's what's happening right there when the sun is moving into, at 11:33 a.m., moves into Aries. And so things are shifting and changing. Get yourself outside. Enjoy the weather and allow yourself the opportunity to really connect in order to create the balance that you need. So let's take a look. The moon moves into Scorpio at 11:45 a.m., just a little bit after that. It moves in, so at 11:33 a.m. we have the spring equinox when the sun moves into Aries, and then just, what is that? 12 minutes later, the moon moves into Scorpio. And so the moon in Scorpio, we're going to look at that for the following week, and that is the week of March 21st through the 27th. That is the energy that's going to carry through. I do want to say, though, it's really important that you get outside on Sunday. So Monday. Here's the thing about this week. It's going to be a lot of tense energy. And there's a need to really pay attention to details this week. You win the week if you pay attention to the details. So really focusing in, again, really focusing in is going to get you to where you want to go. We have Mercury going to conjunct Jupiter on this day at 2:06 in the morning on Monday. So pay attention to the details of your dreams. And that moon is going to oppose Uranus, and it's a T-square with Venus, Mars, and Saturn in Aquarius. That outlet point there, where you're really going to use your intuition to problem solve, is in trine. Nice flow of energy for you, Gemini. So this is really good. And, so you have reflecting pool, the stillness. So Moon in Scorpio always encourages us to go within and look and see how everything is a mirror to us. When people crap on us, what about that? What is that supposed to teach you? So what we like about other people, we generally like about ourselves. So if you think of yourself as a really smart, curious, interesting person to talk to, you like other smart, curious, interesting people to talk to, as opposed to if you're around somebody and you're like, oh my God, they're so boring, it is reflecting back to you that, it's a reflection energy. So they look at you. It's not really going to go the other way. They're going to look at you and go, wow, they're so interesting. And it reflects to them what they're missing. So we like things about other people that we don't have. And we like or we dislike about other people the things that we do have. Sometimes we dislike things. It's a mirror. Okay. So in every situation, there's a lesson. It's either something you like about yourself or something you don't like about yourself. And it's up to you to discern and decide if it's important enough to do anything about it. So that's kind of that energy. So the reflecting pool, it takes taking a moment on a daily basis to connect in. But in a given situation, to really use your intuition to reflect, what is the best way through this? And why is that irritating the crap out of me, right? Because you have the bee spirit of prosperity. The bee says, get busy, get out there and pollinate, spread the pollen around. What is it that you're trying to create, to manifest, to bring in? So there's a real need to do that, to allow yourself to really get into that. Those are the cards for the moon in Sagittarius. Let's take a look at the moon in Scorpio and see what you get. I'm like, those are really good though, but they don't look at where we're supposed to go here. Okay. Yeah, all right. Same thing. Same as the bee. You get the back on task. Okay. So be sure you are using your time to the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. All could use some fine tuning. Again, paying attention to the details. Paying attention to the details with the moon in Aquarius. Doing the work. So here's the thing. The moon in Aquarius. Saturn. I'm sorry, the moon in Saturn. So the moon in Saturn happens at 2:59 p.m. on Tuesday. We've got Mars squaring off with Uranus that day. Mars wants to take action. Uranus wants to take action. This is some really explosive energy, and it's happening at 4:44 p.m. So that's an angel number. And I just want to say, if something blows up in your life, it's supposed to. That being said, you may have to do a little reflecting to see what did that teach you about what it is that you need to be paying attention to. The other thing I want to say is that Mercury is going to conjunct Neptune that day. And Mercury conjunct Neptune is very manipulative. It tells lies and expands them. And so pay attention to, don't take things at face value. Do your research. Make sure you're paying attention to what's going on. Take a moment to reflect what someone said, and does it ring true? Does that make sense to you? It's going to be really important that you're paying attention to those details. Truths are going to be coming out. I'm not going to be surprised if we see in the media that day, with all this energy of Mars, squaring Uranus, and the moon squaring off with Neptune and Neptune conjunct Mercury. If we don't find out some big major lies, like they get dumped out there, just pay attention. I think something's going to happen. Okay, so moon moves into Capricorn at 5:54 p.m. on Thursday. So Friday and Saturday are going to be challenging. This is challenging energy. Capricorn energy for Gemini is challenging anyway. It can be successfully managed if you're using your intuition. That moon's going to be trining Uranus. Again, wanting to make changes. It's going to be squaring the sun. That's a lot of light shining on something. I really think some truths are going to be falling out of people's mouths. I think there's a lot of information to be gathered. I think it creates some really challenging situations for others. And so you might feel like you have to do a little work. If you follow your intuition, you can navigate through this energy. So I really want to encourage you to pay attention to the details. what you're doing, what other people are doing. Focus on what it is you want and trust the process. The universe has your back. Look, you got the B again. The B says to get busy, work on the projects, do the work every day. It's consistency, persistence in order to manifest what you want, but sweet results await. You have the cat spirit, claim your independence, and the hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. You have a partner. And your intuition is how spirit talks to you. Capricorn is a mountain goat with fishtail. It overcomes obstacles by using its intuition. Be willing to swim upstream, to go in a different direction. Cat spirit. Be an independent thinker. Don't follow along with everybody else. Do the hard work. Show up and do the job. Okay? So you guys have a really interesting week. Sunday, the moon's going to move into Aquarius. I'll cover the energy of the moon in Aquarius on next month's video. But Mercury moves into Aries that day. And so now things are speeding up. And it's really important that you understand how fast the things are going to go. So this month, the more you get done, the better position you're going to be to really be very successful. It's getting fast in a hurry. I was going to say fast, but then it sounded like I was repeating myself. So Sunday would be a great day to journal, to communicate, to problem solve, and things are definitely going to be speeding up. So focus in on that energy, get yourself ready. I look forward to seeing you guys for your monthly tarot reading. That'll be coming out in a couple weeks. I'm on Facebook every day, just little short videos over there, a couple minutes if you want to check in and see what the daily energy is, different cards, everything. And again, the membership portal, if you would like any personal questions answered once a month, we do a live Q&A, and you can get the Love and Soul Path readings for the monthly videos over there, all 12 signs, and it's all only $4.99 a month. It's quite a deal. All right, you guys take good care. If you have not hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. And if you'd like to be in the drawing for the video that's personal for you, make sure you leave me a comment, even if it's only an emoji. You guys take really good care. Have a great month. Be productive. Pay attention to the details. And I'll see you next month.